morning and welcome to this week's episode on the Teaching Literacy channel.
Yes, and welcome to all of our viewers who are tuning in today. I am Rachel and this is my co-host Tess, and we are looking at an amazing new literacy lesson bundle, ideal for the upper primary.
Yes, that's right, Rachel. We have a brilliant offer today for a narrative writing lesson that is almost too good to be true. It is an adaptable lesson that would be suitable for years 4 to 6. Rachel, why don't you talk us through what's included in this amazing bundle?
This lesson includes 5 lesson plans built around the spectacular e-book The Black Hat by Maya Wolczak. At only $29.99, it's an absolute steal.
This book caught my attention from the get-go with its brilliant illustrations, descriptive language, and thought-provoking storyline.
Yes, I can definitely agree that it's a unique text. Created as a multimodal text, The Black Hat is the perfect source for teachers to discuss critical and visual literacy with their class.
So tell me, what's included in this bundle?
Well, Tess, included in this literacy bundle, teachers can expect to receive access to the ebook The Black Hat by Maya Wolczak, questions to engage students with visual literacy, questions to engage students with critical literacy, thinking strategies to engage students to see, think, wonder, watercolour pencils, A3 cardboard paper, direct links to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander pedagogy through the New South Wales Department of Education 8 Ways framework.
Amazing! Take my money now!
Haha, well there's no more to it, Tess. Included in this amazing bundle are detailed lesson plans with tuning in questions, whole group tasks, as well as independent working activities to include ways to cater for diversity, whether that be enabling, extending, English as an additional language or dialect, or Indigenous students. Let's delve into one lesson to show our viewers exactly what they're signing up for.
Let's! This lesson is the second of 5 and details the thinking strategy See, Think, Wonder that teachers can use to promote the critical evaluation of the story, as well as detailed questions that promote students to consider the visual aspects of the text as well.
An example of these questions will be shown later on, but first let's have a look at a snapshot of the brilliant multimodal text The Black Hat.
His ears rejoiced at the creak of a branch and crunch of a twig. He loved the smells. The forest was damp, dark, deep, and it was big.
Examples of visual questions teachers can choose from to ask their students include: what do you notice about the colour of the pictures? What do you notice about the boy's facial expressions? How do the illustrations change throughout the book? How does the reader make assumptions based on visual cues without the words being on the page?
We want the students to notice the use of light and dark in the illustrations, as well as the contrast between sepia tones and vibrant colours. Further to this, using the strategy of See, Think, Wonder, students critically analyse their understanding of what message the multimodal text is communicating.
See, Think, Wonder is a fantastic thinking strategy that is simple, fast and effective in allowing students to create and gather further meaning from the text. What do you see? What observations can you make about the text, illustrations, vocabulary or graphic layout? What do you think about that? What do you know about this text already? What does it make you wonder? What questions do you have to get a better understanding of the text? Used as an explicit tool and paired with critical questions, this lesson gives teachers ideas to engage their students critically with the text.
Some critical questions include: why has the author written this book? Why did the illustrator choose to illustrate the book in this way? What is the significance of the colourful birds? What does the uncaging of the animals represent? Why did the little boy keep the animals? And what lesson did the boy come to understand? We want students to discuss the purpose for the book using Luke and Freebody's 4 resource model. Through this model, students engage with prior knowledge to critically analyse the text and the author's intentions. The 4 resource model allows students to share ideas and feelings in a safe environment, a positive foundation for good narrative writing.
This lesson really is amazing, so where do we go from after that?
Now we want the students to explore the visual use of sepia and colour. They can decide whether they want to continue the narrative or predict what happened before the story opens.
Give the students 15 minutes to draw a scene or scenes from before or after the story with the watercolours provided. Get them to consider how they are going to use the watercolours to express emotion or action, just as the illustrator did in the book. By storyboarding, the students are planning for writing. This could be the drafting step, and the previous class discussion would be the pre-writing step, as the students are forming a schema to inform their writing.
That sounds brilliant! And all this for only $29.95?
That's right, Rachel, and even more to that. To add a writing element to it, students can write a first-person narrative using their watercolour drawing as a start point. The critical discussions, which occurred earlier in class, will help them to empathise with the boy and the message of the story.
I love this idea. By having students use their watercolour creations as narrative inspiration, it focuses both as important factors in narrative writing. Zabraki and Geringer define this as blended narrative.
To extend students, teachers can encourage them to use language based from the text, such as onomatopoeia, rhyme, and alliteration. For enabling prompts, students could be encouraged to copy a picture from the book and retell the story in their own words, whilst EALD students can verbalise the story and have it scribed for them.
Not only this, but Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students can make connections with their own culture and histories through land links, storytelling, and non-verbal pedagogy.
So let's talk assessment.
Included in the bundle is a basic assessment checklist. Is the piece written in first person? Is there a good use of adjectives? Is their picture a good representation of the events in their text? Have they considered the use of sepia and colour? And does their written piece correlate with their drawing, and how?
Well, that brings us to the conclusion of today's episode on the Teaching Literacy channel, and wow, what a morning it has been!
Yes, it really has been something amazing, getting an insight into this lesson and literacy bundle. A reminder that this can all be yours for only $29.95.
That's right, Rachel. This writing bundle covering critical and visual literacy, as well as the thinking strategy, See, Think, Wonder, for only $29.95 will make writing lessons an absolute breeze. Bye-bye!
Bye! See you next time!